That was incredible.
Wow, wait, so is that my cue? Am I allowed to start?
I think you can start.
Okay, let's get started. So, my name is Anna Margaret, and I am so excited to be your GM and help guide our amazing cast of players here through a Star Trek Adventures live show. Now, if you're interested in playing Star Trek Adventures after this, you're like, oh my God, this was the coolest crew ever. I think I want to play Star Trek Adventures. Head to the Modiphius booth, and you can pick up the book for yourself. So, that's the little plug for where to find this. Okay, how do we feel? Are we all ready?
So ready.
So ready.
All right, here we go. Captain's log. Stardate 5943.8. As the USS Ashruta maintains a close position to the class in-planet Iota, I can't help but be thankful for one final mission before the Shruta's decommission. With our transporters still offline, the USS Geneva is assisting in answering this distress call. While secretly observing the pre-warp civilization on Iota, the Federation insertion team ran into trouble. Half of their team was struck with a mysterious illness, and they needed immediate aid. I've emphasized the importance of concealing ourselves from the Iotans, as they're still a pre-warp civilization, to the acting captain, the captain of the Geneva. I do hope they prioritize the Prime Directive. It's imperative that we protect and respect the cultural and societal differences of all civilizations we encounter, which now leads us to you four. I think it's time we meet our crew. What do you guys think? Let's start with our captain of the USS Geneva. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Should we do our names as well?
Yeah, do both.
Okay, do both. I'm Jasper Cartwright. I'm very excited to be here. Thanks so much for having me. I'm going to be playing Captain Vance Bancroft. Yeah, and wait.
That's great. So you're in charge of the ship.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Who else is on the crew?
Hi, my name is Danielle Radford, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Jennifer Smith.
And Lieutenant Commander, are you next in command?
Yes, I am I am the number one. I am second in command. I command the things secondly.
Ooh.
That's an important job.
Very important, very important.
Who else do we have here on our crew?
Hi, I'm Persephone Valentine, and I will be playing Lieutenant Claudia Galloway, who works in the med bay as a nurse.
Very important, very important. Last but not least, who do we have over here?
My name is Lexi, and I don't know, I am playing Zana Blanken, who is a lieutenant commander, and I am the chief medical officer.
So we've got a little bit of our med team over here.
Yeah.
Now, all of you are hard at work aboard your ship, and as you notice with their introductions, we here have the main characters. No red shirts here. And so all four of you are going to start with what's called a determination dice. Think of it as like your plot armor. So if they were to, say, go on an away mission, they should all come back, right? What do you guys think? They should all come back? Yeah, I think so. So you can use this anytime during the game. Now, you, the audience, are going to help us. In Star Trek Adventures, you have something called momentum. When things go well and our players do things successfully, they're going to gain momentum. You're going to help us keep track, okay? I've got a big sign, so I'm going to need help. Remind us when we need to use it. They are all going to start with 3 momentum. They can spend this momentum to kind of stack the dice in their favor and help them succeed at things. So we'll keep track together as a group, and you guys can help us out. Now, here we are. You're on your ship. Some of you might be in med bay, some might be in the captain's chair, but your ship received a frantic request for medical aid from a team of scientists that were secretly observing the pre-warp civilization. Now, you got this request while you were escorting the USS Ashruta with Captain Jody Campo to Starbase 1. As the captain of the Geneva, you're leading this mission. Technically, Captain Campo outranks you.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
A small technicality, I think.
Your ship is bigger and has working transporters. So based on Regulation 191, Article 14, you're in charge of this mission.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So glad I read all those books.
I have complete confidence in you.
Thank you.
So now, all of you are a crew of Federation ship, which I'm sure all of you all know too, means that you're a part of Starfleet. The Iotans are a pre-warp civilization. Revealing Federation technology would be a violation of the Prime Directive, or General Order 1, which is the guiding principle of Starfleet, meant to prevent the interference with the internal development of alien civilizations. So, you as a crew already expertly directed your crew into orbit only long enough to beam up the 4 scientists and then leave orbit before they could detect you. So, nice work, Captain.
Thanks.
You're doing great.
I did an awesome job. Look at me go.
So now here you are. You've got the 4 scientists on board, 2 of which are critically ill. What are you all gonna do?
Well, if they're critically ill, we will be taking care of them in medbay.
Absolutely.
Probably going straight into triage.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. Immediately. I think I'm checking over, trying to see. I think definitely suited up. We don't know what we're kind of running into, but definitely trying to take care of the 2 that are most ill.
So their eyes are bloated. They've got hives all over them. It looks like they're barely breathing.
We're contaminated with something.
Okay, not good.
So there's 2 of them?
Yeah, there's 2 of them right now that are feeling critically ill.
All right, why don't I actually use the skill triage? So when I attempt a task to identify specific injuries or try to determine the severity of a patient's condition, I can spend 1 momentum to diagnose 1 additional patient.
Okay.
We have 3, right?
Yeah, and I think this brings us to our first roll. Are you guys ready?
Let's go. You got it. You got
For
it.
our first roll, I'm gonna let you, if you wanna take lead on this, you can assist.
I would love that.
Which means you'll also roll. And if you succeed, we'll add 1 success here. Now, these 2 scientists have been sick for a minute, and neither of the other 2 scientists could figure out what's wrong. So this has a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
So you're all ready. We're starting with a difficulty of 2. This is a 2d20 system, but you spent 1 momentum. So you'll get 2.
3.
You'll get 3 dice to roll. And so add for me together your reason plus medicine to find our target number.
Reason
Okay.
plus medicine. For me, that's a 14.
For me, that's
Okay.
an 11.
We need to roll under a 14
Great.
and under an
An 11.
11. Okay, let's go.
Am I rolling 3?
All right. Well,
Am I rolling 3 or 2?
2 for you.
2. Perfect. Great.
all right, let's see how this
Come
goes.
on.
Yours first. No, yours first.
Okay. So my target is 14. I have 2 successes.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Okay, let's see.
Yeah. I guess I should have rolled because I was helping you. I'll still roll anyway because I want to. Whoa, that's an 11 and a 2. So 2 successes.
So we had 4 total successes, and you only needed 2, so we're gonna add 2 more momentum back.
Let's go.
Bringing us up.
Let's go.
We call that a
4.
return on investment.
Your med bay seems to be working like an oiled machine.
Yeah,
Can you
we're
talk to me? How do you know each other before serving aboard the ship?
Yes, unfortunately. No, we went, did we go through the academy together?
Absolutely, we did, and we did not get along.
So who was number 1 and who was number 2?
So I originally started at the academy to train to be a doctor, and along the way, I failed out.
So that means I was number 1?
After I left. Yes.
Yeah, I hold that over you a lot, for sure.
You hold it over me a lot.
There's a little bit of drama in sickbay, but they're really good. They're really good. You 2 run a well-oiled machine in this ship.
Absolutely. I'm not there. I'm sitting in the captain's chair, but I'm gonna like radio down and be like, "Hey, I feel like you're doing a good job." I can kind of sense it.
He
You know?
always says that, but he doesn't seem to know what's going on down here.
Can't confirm to both things.
I'm on my way down to sick bay
Is
to
this-
go see what's going on.
Is this on? Is this on? Why is no one talking back to me? Oh, I have to make my button. I have to take my
Do you
finger
want
off
us
the
to
thing.
talk
Hi.
back to you? We can talk back to you.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Can confirm we're doing a good job.
Keep it up.
Competent job.
Well done.
Thank you, Captain.
Before the captain so rudely interrupted, while you're on your way down to sickbay, you 2 were able to expertly look over these scientists, and in moments, using the scanning technology in sickbay and your extensive background in all different types of ailments, determined that this is a very severe case of allergies.
Allergies.
Yeah, there must have been something on the surface of Iota that caused both of these 2 to have such a huge allergic reaction that they were close to not perishing.
Something that the other 2 scientists did not react to.
So then this is where you used your momentum. You will learn 1 additional detail. as you guys are using your scanner to kind of see what's wrong or what may have been causing this allergy, you notice there's this weird enzyme, the key enzyme that both of these patients are lacking, and that might be what's causing this allergy. And so the other two scientists were on board, and as you discovered this, Dr. Allison Crow comes over, looks over your notes, and makes a comment. Well, you know, the Iotans don't have noses. And so it's possible that they breathe this in and are having an allergic reaction. And so with that high of a roll, you two are able to determine that with some enzyme therapy over the next few months, they're going to make a full recovery.
Nice.
They're going to be absolutely fine. I'm so glad that I determined that.
You can have this.
Crow goes, oh, yes, thank you so much. That was really helpful.
Wasn't it?
I'll let you have this one. Yes, it was helpful.
Thank you.
About this time, you've probably made it down to sickbay.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? I hear it's really allergic and also petty in here. How are we?
Can confirm on both things.
Great. So we've solved the allergies. Still working on the pettiness?
Well, we haven't solved anything. They will need to be in treatment for months. So.
But we know what.
We have diagnosed.
Yes.
That's the word.
Yes.
Don't test me. I don't work in sick bay. Do you know how to be number one?
No.
Do you?
I don't. We went to school too.
Dr. Allison Crow's just like watching this with rapt attention. Now, she's a human anthropologist, and so she's the one who's been on the surface studying the Iotans, and she's very interested in your kind of squabble that's happening.
Dr. Crow, is there any sort of like, plant life or animals or like anything that could cause this allergy? I say this out of the game. Two of my focuses are botany and xenobotany and biology and xenobiology.
Oh my
Just
God.
on a whim.
Okay, so this will take us to our second role. I think that you have a kind of a bit of an expertise in this. Let's have a roll. Why don't you pick? We'll have this be. Let's see what skill set would this be.
Right.
Let's do a medicine check maybe with reason.
Okay.
To see if throughout this conversation you can try to determine what might be causing this. So make a reason plus medicine check. So
Okay.
you'll add those two numbers together to get our target number.
Could I pitch insight?
I'll give it to you, yeah.
Awesome. It's only one number higher.
You're
That's
trying to
gonna be-
suss it out of Dr. Allison Crow. I love it.
Exactly.
She's here and ready to chat.
Exactly. That'll be a 12 for my target number. So I'm rolling 2d20 and trying to get lower than a 12. Let's make it happen. We've got a 10 and a 12, so one success.
Oh, that's all you needed. So with a
Amazing.
difficulty of 1, that was incredible. You succeeded, and Dr. Allison's really impressed with the insight that you're showing as you're having these conversations. And she kind of turns to all three of you that are down here in sickbay and wants to tell you a little bit about the Iota. So I've been studying them for a while. And the Iota, they're about zebra-sized. Oh. They're centaur-like species, and they've got these crazy teeth and powerful limbs. They're actually really crazy predators.
So
you have to be careful.
Crazy teeth.
Yes.
Give me the layout. Like equine teeth? Is it like bovine? Is it like for eating vegetables, eating meat?
Oh, eating meat.
Awesome.
There's actually not much vegetation on the planet. It's really harsh and barren. They'll grow some crops, the Iotans, but mostly along the muddy marshes. It's really interesting, though. Weather vacillates between super cold and super hot.
How do they communicate?
Oh, they speak. They just don't have any olfactory, no noses.
Okay.
So the thing that could have caused this allergic reaction is something that could have been by these scientists or taken in otherwise?
That's a great question. We're not totally sure. I mean, as we're studying these Iotans, they have kind of limited technology that's comparable to Earth's late Iron Age, and so most of their food they catch, but there's actually a lot of sickness on the planet.
Oh.
A lot of them are very ill, and they don't really have the technology or the medicine to help themselves.
Oh.
Well,
Interesting.
hope they figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been researching their governments and their religion, and it's interesting. They have this oligarchic theocracy based in this dualistic religion. So they believe that blessings come from the ground and all curses come from the sky.
Didn't we come from the sky?
We did indeed.
Well, didn't your captain ensure that you weren't spotted?
We did.
I don't know that.
Wait, should you calm him and ask?
Captain, did you ensure that we were not spotted when we beamed out said scientists?
Absolutely.
Are you positive?
Am I positive?
This is going to be a roll.
Let's go.
So you are the commanding officer. You are going to make a command roll. And so you're going to be making a command roll plus for your department. Let's say, so command for your department. And I'm going to let you choose. You can either use control if you directed your crew to make sure that you were not seen, or you could use presence if it was just, your naturally charismatic presence that you're sure everybody definitely listened to you and did exactly what you.
No one would lie to me. I'm pretty confident of that. We'll go for presence.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Presence and command.
Okay, that's 16.
Okay. Difficulty 1.
1 and a 5.
Oh my goodness. So a 1 is a critical success.
That's right.
For a total of 3 successes, adding 2 momentum to our pool.
Nice.
Way to go, Captain.
I didn't
We are
actually know
at
this,
max.
but it turns out I'm also awesome.
You said you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
We're
Didn't
all
till
pretty
just now.
convinced that you knew you were.
I feel like I heard you saying that in the mirror this morning. But...
Well, I didn't know you were awesome, so thank you for the
Actually,
confirmation.
just in the metal hallways, just looking at himself in the reflection.
Yep.
I'm looking at myself right now.
You're looking at yourself always, Captain.
That's true. That's so true. I should drop the mirror occasionally.
3 hand mirrors near your chair at all times.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing of import.
Take your hand off the
Okay.
button. We're done talking. I think we're done.
So yes, I'm extremely confident. Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
Yes, it looks like they won't be saying that the beams from the sky have cursed us all anytime soon.
Oh, that's a relief. They really think that all curses come from the sky. The 2 gods they honor are Famal of lower blessings, from the earth, and Hushmal of heavenly maledictions from the sky. So we wouldn't want them thinking we came from the sky, especially. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, not to interrupt.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, these sort of pre-technological civilizations, the reasons for their deities existing come from a reason. Is there any
Yeah.
evidence that something came up from the ground or descended from the sky at any point?
We've been looking into this, and I think it's because since they grow a lot of their crops or they're catching, their prey to eat, their food, water, plants all come from the ground. Whereas harsh heat, sandstorms, lightning, they all come from the sky. And so since they don't have the technology to fully reason out what's happening, that's kind of what they come to. And unfortunately, they still use ritual sacrifice. And they'll sacrifice criminals to Hushmal to sedate his anger. But, you got a pretty good insight check. So she's going to give you a little bit more information. I think I've also noticed them sacrificing other people as well.
I hope they figure that out.
Disabled civilians, injured.
Oh no.
So sad.
Yeah.
Injured. Okay. How long are we going to need to be here? Just double checking.
Well, since you're helping our 2 teammates, if you could keep helping them, we don't have the facility to do that. You could beam us back down, the remaining 2 scientists, and you could be on your way.
Well,
We should
not gonna
definitely
do that. We're going to continue helping. I just want to get a timeline so I can tell the captain so he can ignore it.
Gee, that seems like a very inefficient strategy.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, and so at this moment, you guys are trying to determine whether you want to beam down these scientists, what's happening, Captain.
Yes.
You are informed of an interesting reading. So the bridge is always kind of alive with activity. There's communications officers monitoring ship-to-ship transmissions. Operation officers are providing real-time updates on personnel deployments. Science officers are supplementing away teams with additional data. There's lots of stuff happening. And then all of a sudden, the ship's proximity alert starts buzzing. Bzz, bzz, bzz. That something is approaching. And Captain, you're informed that a large vessel has just dropped out of warp in the same system as you, and little Ensign Merriweather has never seen a profile like this ever before on a ship.
When you say you haven't seen a profile like this, do you mean size of ship or type?
Both shape and geometry, as well as when I'm talking about the profile of a ship, you're only looking at it from one angle, and yeah, I've never seen it before.
Awesome. Okay, in your professional opinion, do you think it poses a threat to us?
Sir, I'm an ensign. I have no idea.
Okay, awesome. Is there any way we can get some more information on where, like if there's a trajectory this ship has, like if it's coming straight for us, that might be a good thing to know. And also if if we can get any reading on like what species might be aboard this ship.
These are great questions. So we're going to need to try to learn a little bit about the ship. Now, before the ship hails you, I'm going to let each one of you choose one thing you're going to do. And so pick an attribute in a department, and you hear throughout the entire ship, bzz, 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 proximity alert. What are you going to do?
I will follow what you do.
Going to...
Commanding officer.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna start suiting up for the purpose of going down with the scientists.
Okay.
I think I'm going to try to check over myself, and I'm sure that I've scanned everyone at some point and check and see if they also are missing that enzyme and if there's any of us that would be allergic. But just preparing for the fact that we might definitely need to go down.
Okay, no roll necessary because you already made the scan. You all seem to have that enzyme.
Nice.
It was the species of these two particular scientists that were missing it, but all of the rest of you seem to be doing fine.
Can I get a clarification?
Yeah.
Do we note that this ship is sending anyone down to the surface of this planet?
Great question. If your ship scans their ship, you'll be able to see if their transporters are active and how many beings are on the ship.
I would love to do that, but I don't think that's my role on the ship. I would love
You should go up and storm up there and tell them to scan.
I storm up there and be like, yo, scan.
So that's the captain. I know you dropped out, but like we have rules here.
I was just thinking.
Yo, captain,
we should scan. We should definitely scan.
You have such good ideas.
Thank you so much. I really
How did that work for you?
I'm very charismatic.
Hey.
While that's happening, I'm getting ready because one of my focuses is diplomacy.
Nice.
So I'm getting ready in case we've got to start talking to these folks.
Okay. Captain, are you going to make a scan?
Yes.
If so, what I'll say is this is going to be a reason and science scan, but you as the captain have a bit of a commanding presence. So instead, I'll let you pitch if you want to maybe use like a presence and command to try to inspire somebody else to make that scan.
I think that probably makes a lot more sense than me looking at all these zeros and ones because I can't make heads or tails of it. Okay, yes, I'll go ahead and do that. And can I assist the individual making this scan?
Sure. Which one of you would like to make a reason and science check?
That's gonna be 13. Sorry. I've got a number that's in the double digits between 12 and 14 for that.
Yeah, if I do a reason or a science, I'm like right in the same area.
I'm at 14.
Yeah.
Number one. I think you're going to be making this scan. You can assist with the command and presence roll.
Okay.
And it's going to be a 2D?
Yep, 2d20.
Yeah.
Wait, that's either really good or really bad.
big
What do you
save.
guys think? I can't tell.
Big save.
Big save. So it's a 20 on one die and a 13 on the other. The number I was looking to get below was 12. A big 12.
Big 12.
Big 12.
And what was your roll?
So I did get one success, but I also got a 20 complication.
Okay, so while a 1 is a critical success, what do you guys think a 20 is?
I don't know. I I think
A critical super success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega
it's
ultra
not-
success.
It's not great, but it's not the worst thing that's ever happened.
It's
I mean,
inconvenient, is what it is. It's not
Yeah,
critical
It's
anything.
it's like when you like sneeze, but then like it doesn't. You're like, oh, I caught it just in time.
Might call
Yeah.
it complication.
Oh, wait a minute. I might call it a complication too. That is a critical failure. But so here's how we're going to play this out. Oh, no. You guys are actually a pretty competent ship. There's a reason why you're leading this away mission. And so with this role, you were able to find some things out, but there's something that went wrong that none of you have noticed yet. But I wouldn't worry about it.
I don't love that.
I'm definitely sure it won't come up later.
That's a later problem.
So as you're scanning this ship, it's something like you've never seen before. There's a strange energy reading, and it's not in any of your Federation records.
It's something I've never seen before.
Great.
There's like a strange energy record, and it's like nothing I've ever seen in any of my Federation records.
That's awesome. I think, right?
You wondered how many people were on board, like how many members there were on the ship, or maybe if they were using their transporters, and you are able to figure this out. You can see that the ship has over 600 life signs.
That's so many.
That's a
And
lot.
That's like a
there's
lot, right?
Dozens of different species.
That's so many.
The ship's technology levels on Pyro Starfleet. But as you're doing this scan, you realize you are not subtle at all, and you end up accidentally kind of flaring some other systems of your ship, and you have definitely alerted the other ship.
no.
I realized I've just been I've had my finger on the hail button. So what do we think it is?
Captain!
Oh!
Take it off. Get it off.
Oh, wait! Oh, yeah,
Move the
okay.
finger.
Sorry, I panicked.
Tell them my bad.
Immediately,
My bad.
they respond to your hail. And you hear, I'm Jacques Dejev of the Combine, and the shipmaster of the Outstretched Arm. You hailed?
Do you speak English?
I personally do not, but the translator, the universal translator is working just fine. We read your communication.
I realize now I'm understanding what you're saying. I do apologize.
It's
been a long morning.
Are we gonna die?
We can't ask that this early. We have to wait just a little bit more.
I'm getting a foreboding feeling.
The science is coming together in that, with that result.
Captain, would you like me to take over?
If you would like.
Hello, my name is Lieutenant Commander Smith. My apologies for the hail. We just, we're in the system and we saw the profile of your ship. We are with, obviously we are the Geneva. Hello.
Hello. No need for apology. We love to connect with all species, everyone. You know, I'm the shipmaster of the Outstretched Arm, eyewitnesses to the glory of universal harmony and unity. And I'm here to convey the elevated edict. We come in peace and are honored by your presence. We acknowledge your intelligence and perseverance, as one would need to rise to the stars as we are here, visiting, using our technology.
Is that the
Ask
universal
them if they have
edict?
pre-warp civilization species on board, because that would be bad.
But they, okay.
It'd be really bad.
Hello, so is that is your edict? Is that you are what you just said?
Why, yes.
Okay, great.
The elevated edict is what we live by. We recognize all society's distinct beauty, and we seek to learn from you. And we wish and hope you want to learn from us. While we hold no claim to this sector of space, though we extend an open invitation for everyone to join the Combine and add your greatness to our growing union.
Now, have you heard of the Prime Directive?
Yeah.
Oh, in that moment, this person seems like the happiest, good-natured guy. He kind of pauses at the mention of the Prime Directive.
Because we're real big on the Prime Directive over here. I don't know if you ever heard of the Prime Directive.
Love the Prime Directive.
We're real big on that
maybe-
Prime
Good.
Directive.
Such a
Down on
good
the
thing, the Prime
just
Directive.
a little bit.
We've studied the Prime Directive, and we believe it's elitist, unjust, reducing the lives of sapient species to that of mere animals, subject to the unfeeling hand of nature, but where we disagree in some places, I'm sure we can come together and learn from each other. Would you guys like to either come aboard, or I'm happy to go to your ship and we can learn from each other?
First, I would be interested to know, what do you think the Prime Directive is? Because wouldn't it be funny if we thought it was two different things?
Do you think it's gonna be? Because I don't know.
Well, you, as Starfleet, choose willingly to withhold help and technology that might help cure diseases and famine, stop natural disasters, or liberate people from superstition or ethnic infighting. And we, as species that have that technology, we should help all those we can and share everything with all those around us.
I think we could probably use more neutral terms. I think we could probably use more neutral terms when we talk about that, right?
Yes.
Maybe something, just maybe something a little bit more neutral, just where it's like, hey, don't mess with other species' right to self-determination. Like more neutral, maybe.
Maybe like keep pre-warp sentient species in the dark.
Or maybe like it's not our job to be like the gods of the sky and to like tell people what they should be doing. Wouldn't it be cool if you found out things for yourself? Do you want someone to open all your Christmas presents?
So you, Captain, shut off communication? Yeah. Communication shut off.
Oh, I think that went very well.
Got him. Got him.
Okay, let's keep an eye and make sure it doesn't get any closer. We don't want it interrupting with our friends down here.
I think we have something else to worry about.
What's that?
Outstretched arms, they're totally going down to that planet to elevate the Iotans.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that we should probably try and stop.
Probably.
They only spoke to you, right? You didn't. Did you see them?
It was over on the comm, so we've just got the
I wonder if
It's a
they have
giant
noses.
question mark on screen.
I wonder if they will be allergic.
Oh, that is something. Should we warn them?
Oh no, I don't. I'm a
they
dig.
figure that
I hope
out.
they figure it out. I hope that I understand what they're saying by help and keeping people in the dark. I understand. I think it's our job to understand. I think it's our job to understand and then make a decision, because I don't think it's the right decision to call intervening help, and I agree with using more neutral terms. I can't imagine what might make an entire population believe that what they're doing is helping.
So you're saying they're brainwashed?
I'm thinking brainwashed, I'm thinking hive mind, I'm thinking...
I'm also slightly concerned that if they just rock up, our folks down there who believe that demons come from the sky might start attacking back.
It would
There's also
confirm a lot.
600 of them? There's 600 of them.
Yes.
Could we
I think it's going to be bad on both sides, is what I'm saying, if we let this happen. So I think perhaps we should try to negotiate them, send them in a different direction.
Question. When we did the scans, could we determine anything about their biology? I do have a focus in xenobiology as well.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
There's like a bunch of different kinds.
Yeah.
Right?
Biology
Different
matters,
species.
yay!
I have a focus on cooking, so maybe I could find out what they eat.
Maybe you should let that cook some more.
Okay. That's a really good idea.
So, as you did the scan, as you mentioned, you noticed, because you performed the scan, that there were 600 life signs, and they were made up of dozens of species. Now, some of the species you recognized, but many you did not. It gives you kind of, with this background, they're probably from a different area of space than maybe the Federation has ever explored. This could be an opportunity to learn a lot from people, and like you don't even recognize the energy signal, their energy signature of their ship.
But there are some Federation species on board.
No Federation species, just some species that you recognize.
Which ones do we recognize?
Denoblian
Okay.
is the only one that you, off the top of your head, with this initial scan.
All right.
could
Okay.
find.
There too.
Maybe we should reach out again. Maybe they just hung up. accidentally,
What
not on
I-
purpose.
I'll just go ahead and handle.
Well,
Hey, sorry about that. Our communicate we bad signal. We're out at the far side of space. Signal's not working. Hi, Lieutenant Captain Smith back.
Oh, absolutely no worries. We really hope to connect and share our knowledge and technology. We haven't had any issues with communication in this part of space, so if you need assistance, just let us know. We're happy to send some people aboard to help you. The elevated edict respects, cherishes, and honors all sentient life, and all of our technology is yours.
Okay.
Okay, we don't. Can we mute this without hanging up the call?
Hey, sorry. Sorry. 1 second here. I'm getting another call. What do you?
I'm just saying that well, first of all, absolutely no way do we let them on board. We do not know what
should
the
we go
situation
there?
is. Potentially. I think we have to try and divert and make sure that they are aware of the risks that they'd be taking by going down to this planet, both for them and for the native species.
Is there maybe another a neutral place that we can go, like a hallway, a coffee shop?
Do we have any coffee
It's
shops?
like meeting your ex in public.
I will say the most neutral ground, the most neutral ground we have is likely the planet itself.
And that is quite dangerous, but I have checked all of our signatures, and we don't have to worry about being allergic to that enzyme, at least. Also, if you don't consume anything, you should be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna. Hey, so sorry about that. It was my mom. So, would you maybe you and me, me and you, just the two of us, maybe two more of us, like a few of us. Sorry, that was my dad. We go down and meet on the planet, and we can have a nice little talk. Just the 4, 5, 10 of us, 5 of us. We'll bring 4. You bring 1.
Well, we sent a probe a few months back, and we've learned a lot about this species. I would strongly caution you against just flippantly going to the surface.
Why would you say that?
Well, have you studied their culture at all? I think we need to come together and talk about this before you just rashly charge in. We personally use the formulaic justice algorithms to best determine the time to gently and non-violently interfere and help societies by sharing our technology.
Great, 1 second, please. Take my hand off the communicator. Okay, is it just me, or does she have an attitude? Or is he I'm sorry, do you think you're better than us?
I'm detecting a trace amount of pretension, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely think they're better than us, for sure.
We should meet them. We should meet them.
The question is, if they're not willing to go to the planet, do we go to them or do they come to us?
We go to them. I don't think we should risk the
No,
rest of the Geneva. So we could go on a smaller. We have a smaller vessel that we could.
You do. You have multiple shuttlecrafts as well as your transporters are actively working.
Yeah.
And it's almost like this weird fortuitous moment. As you're trying to determine if your transporters work or your shuttlecraft work, you're hailed by the USS Ashruta with Captain Jody Campo. Yay. Captain Campo to the Geneva, please come in.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Hi, have you noticed this ship?
Yes, we're in direct contact with the ship currently and trying to determine the best course of action. They seem pretty hell-bent on going down onto the planet at a predetermined time used by some sort of algorithm.
Have you impressed upon them the importance of the Prime Directive?
Of course we have, yes.
Do you need me to assist? You can beam me over.
I don't think we need to do that. It's fine. We've already got it. We got it.
Actually, I think that this is very necessary.
I think it's,
transporter room, be ready to receive.
Okay, but I think I checked I checked actually the.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Ready to receive.
It's just that I'm actually in charge.
You got him, Captain. You really got him.
Way to stick it to the man.
Okay, I'm gonna hail. Hey, it's me again. So yeah, we'll just come over. We'll come over to your place. Call it maybe a half hour or so. We'll just come over to your place.
Of course. You are all welcome here. We're happy to talk through and share everything we know.
Is there anything that we should be aware of on your ship that might be a potential harm to us?
Well, no. The outstretched arm is is here for peace and to
Of
help
course, I
everyone.
more meant that you harbor several different types of species. Some of them may breathe different, chemical makeups. Should we wear suits, for instance, to make sure we can...
That was a very thoughtful consideration. We make sure that we can accommodate for all species on our ship. And so if in scanning your ship, it seems like your chemical components of your atmosphere is compatible with our ship, so you should be fine.
Is there a role I can do plus insight, like insight something? I'm just
Yeah, I love
observing.
it. What are you thinking you want to roll?
Right, I think I should do like an insight. I'm almost going command. I don't know. I can't really figure out where to pinpoint. Maybe security even.
I love security.
Yeah,
because you're here trying to determine if Dev is a threat.
Yes.
So what I'd like from you is an insight security roll.
Okay, that's going to be a 12.
Okay.
My target
It's
number.
you can use momentum.
Moment.
Yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you,
We're doing it.
audience. How many would you like to use?
We're at max, right?
This feels very
I feel like I
important.
should go down 2, because then we can get 2 more, right? Like, that's math.
All right.
Using 2.
Add your pool up to 4.
Yeah, let's
Let's
go.
do it. You can't take it
This
with
is
you.
only
Yeah,
a
please.
difficulty of 1.
Okay, difficulty of 1. I need a big cheer to charge this. Yep. We're going for it. We got a 4. We got a 9. We got a 13. Oh, we got a 13 and 2 13s somehow,
but
which
that
is
is
just
still
above. So that's 2 successes.
2 successes. Which brings
The math
us
is
back
The math is mathing.
to 5 momentum.
Amazing.
Okay, so with this role, you're feeling concerned for your crew.
Yes.
But out of the 4 of you having this discussion, you've been the most interested in learning about this community, about this ship, about this captain hailing you. And this is what's really interesting is you've worked with a lot of people. You've fought with a lot of people. You've got a lot of background in this, and it's weird, but Dr. Jeff just might be the nicest person in the universe.
I don't trust it.
You get the sense that, like, you fully trust him. He really does want to just elevate everyone he runs into, and he truly believes to his core that it's his duty to share everything he knows and every bit of technology they have with those around him to help. He thinks that there are significant benefits to their open arm policy, and the more they welcome in new species and communities, the stronger they are together. And it's a little bit jarring because you're like, they're almost a little too nice, but no, it's legit. They seem really nice.
Interesting.
How are you feeling?
You're not. You're muted. Are we muted?
Hey, sorry, just gonna mute you really, really quick. It's my mom again. What's up?
Unfortunately, I do think they actually might just be this cheesy.
They are.
Impossible.
Ooh, we
They
want
are-
to make everything good for everybody in the universe.
They are very group huggy, and I do not trust that.
I think that we owe it to them to talk to them. I think if they have considered the Prime Directive, maybe they haven't spoken to someone and understood what that actually stands for, what that means, and what it means to live it out. And maybe we can lead by example.
Do you think they're about to pull Iotans, which I will remind you are zebra-sized with razor-sharp teeth onto their ship?
Probably.
That
Ready?
seems unwise.
Let's do it.
Hey, hi, hello, we're back. Hi.
Oh, hey.
We're ready to come on the ship. We're just gonna meet you right on the ship.
Wonderful. How many would you like to beam aboard?
We're gonna be beaming 1, 2, 3, and our captain
What?
aboard.
Wonderful.
And our captain aboard.
Wonderful.
Yep, I'll
Is
be
it
there.
typical for the captain to join on away missions?
Only very important ones like this.
Splendid. We are happy to meet face to face, and I'm sure we can come to an agreement that benefits all of us.
Yes.
4 to beam aboard. And you feel as every single particle in your body is torn apart, and then you're put back together.
That's
onto the other
tingly.
ship.
Okay.
Sucks
Not
every time.
scary at all.
No.
Never get used to this.
That burned a little.
Whoa.
That was
Lieutenant, are you okay?
sudden.
Whoa. Are you sure?
Like, ask a girl first. What are we doing?
Sorry, I thought you said you were ready to beam aboard.
No, we did
I
give
didn't
them
realize
permission.
you were right here. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi. So wonderful to have you aboard the Outstretched Arm. Would you like a tour?
Yes.
Are you ready to talk?
What are we looking at?
Okay, so as you beam aboard this ship, it's interesting. This is in some ways identical to the type of Federation ships you're used to. There's terminals littering the walls. There's even these weird Jeffries tubes, although they're called something different, where people crawl to get between floors, just to make sure they can get around. It's a great place to hide.
Okay.
Are there people up there now?
In the Jeffries, or in the equivalent of Jeffries tubes?
The space Jeffries tubes?
You don't know. I mean, I guess you could
Jeffries
crawl
tube for
through,
space.
but
You know when the GM gives you a piece of information, you're like, that's scary.
Yeah.
absolutely not worried about that at all.
No worries. Okay.
Something else that you do find interesting, and in this moment, what I'll do is let's kind of decide how you all want to scatter. Captain, you have no choice. You're going to end up talking to the captain of their ship.
One of my focuses in negotiations, so I'm ready.
You might want to have Lieutenant Commander Smith with you, but Lieutenant Commander Smith, you might also want to trailblaze and explore on your own. Tell me for a moment what all four of you would like to do. You've been offered a tour. They're happy to share all their technology with you. If you want to learn about the fuel that you didn't really recognize, you want to ask more about the elevated edict, all four of you, let me know what you want to do, and we'll play out where you all are.
Could I make a couple of suggestions really quick?
I mean, you are the captain.
Yeah,
that
you
is your
don't really-
prerogative.
I realize I shouldn't really ask. I should just do it, right? Okay. I'm still getting used to it. Awesome. Okay, I was wondering if maybe you could determine whether they have or lack this enzyme that you were speaking about earlier. That might be useful.
I want to also, yes, that's exactly.
And then if you're also doing that same thing, perhaps you could look into the hive mind situation, because I'm getting a feeling. You know, what
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels a little all for one.
Yeah.
And, none at all, kind of.
Sharing.
Yeah. Ugh.
I wonder if they have medical records to see if anything has been done to these species that have all been so interconnected easily.
Or
upon
even
the
if
ship.
those medical records start from one specific date, terrifying idea. Terrifying data to receive.
There must be something that is making all these species be able to coexist and intermingle on this ship. There's, 600 beings on this ship? And how many
dozens.
individual?
12 different.
Like a couple of dozens of species.
Yeah.
600.
We'll pause this to say your ship has about 14 different species, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They're
no, they're weird. It's weird.
That's the correct number.
Yeah, we're the Federation. Let's chill.
I guess they've got 13 now, assuming there's no humans on board, right?
Dang. As your philosophy undergrad, I do have to say, we shouldn't go into this looking to accept that they are bad, weird, evil in some way, shape, and form. I do have to remind us that if we make a discovery that is worth entertaining, like a new thought, that is also a part of it. But we can't go into this saying, oh, they don't have any clues, but their breath smells bad, they're evil. Let's do something.
Yes, but we can go into this calling me an undergrad.
I want to debate
which is
the prime
acceptable.
directive.
Absolutely. I'm not mad at all.
To be very clear, the way I'm coming at this is that I think that anything that is a question mark, anything that provides me with any pause, has to be taken as seriously as possible, because I have the lives of many thousands of people, hundreds of people.
Not quite.
Not quite. My ship's not that
few
big.
hundred.
Wait,
I
you
really
know what
thought-
responsibility is?
800.
But there's a lot of people that I have to consider and make sure that they stay safe.
Yes, of course, Captain.
We should also look into if they know anything about the Odins that we don't. Perhaps there's some reason that they are connecting with this species that we have not yet determined that is of value to them that might be of concern.
I'd be interested to talk to some of the. There's a bunch of species here that we don't know. I would be super interested to
Would you go and find out if they possess the same light mind and... I'm not going to say hive mind. I'm going to try and be... I'm going to
No, we're keeping an open mind. We're going to go see if
But not
all
too
of them
open.
are
Don't
also.
let them in.
Keeping an open mind.
Don't let them in,
together.
though. Not too open. Like, close your mind a little bit.
We're closing it a little bit.
We're leaving it open a crack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A tiny crack. Okay.
It's ventilation.
The door is slightly ajar.
Does that need to
not
be our
closed.
secret word?
So we know
Open-minded,
that it's
staying
definitely
open-minded.
still- Yes. Nice.
We're open-minded.
Let's say it's...
Are you open-minded?
The secret phrase is open a crack.
Open a crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Captain. Yes.
Yes, Captain. We will say open a crack. Should anything problematic occur.
Yes.
Love it. Let's get started. So it sounds to me like the two of you are going to try to learn a little bit more about the intention of the outstretched arm, what they're doing with the elevated edict, and like a vibe check. Is that, am I understanding?
I'd love to see if they have any connection to anyone else that we might know of. Like if there's a, you know, a particular, if they have another like commanding officer essentially like above them. There's anyone that's kind of
Okay,
like,
cool. You
delivers
want
any
to
of these
try to vibe check. I love it.
yeah.
So the two
like
of
we
you
have Starfleet
are
essentially.
going to be making a presence and command check.
Nice.
Now, one of you can make the check, the other can assist. This is a difficulty of 1, or you could both make your own separate roll to see what you determine. Now, it sounded to me like you guys were all really interested in, are these species, are they missing the enzyme? Would they get sick if they went to the surface?
Yeah.
You're also curious to learn more about these species. Are they all actually happy aboard here? What is
Yes.
happening?
Looking for similarities in the species, looking for, especially the species that we've never encountered before.
Yeah.
I think that there's still, both of us are extremely smart. I will admit that. I think there's a lot to be glanced at and learned
Was
about.
that so hard?
Yes. So yes, differences.
So is anybody investigating the fuel or the energy readings?
You know, probably as part of that to see if the energy reading has anything to do with why they're so happy.
Okay, sure. So
Yeah.
then from you two, I'm going to need an insight or reason, your choice, and a science or medicine. And it might be best if you do 2 separate roles because it does seem to me like the medicine would help you understand a little bit more about their biology as you're asking them questions about this, and the science can help you understand the energy reading that you have. So decide kind of how you want to do that.
Both are 14 for me.
Okay, are you two?
Unfortunately,
Let's
science
start
is
with our
14,
commanding
and then medicine
officers.
is 12, but I will do medicine so you can do science.
I think you want it higher.
All right.
Yes,
That is a success
Okay,
and
so
a 1.
I'm doing medicine.
A success and a
medicine,
1
yeah.
for
Yeah.
3 total
I'll
successes.
do science. Okay.
Please,
You know,
I got 1 success, that's it.
please carry on. Carry on.
people doubt you, but you're really good at your job.
Yeah.
Hey, it's that story of my life.
Pulls out another mirror.
With that,
Yeah.
So,
you guys,
Oh, he has 2 in both hands now. He's
anytime
really
I think
himself.
I'm about to do badly at something, I just look at myself and then I do great.
Yeah, yeah.
that's why you keep a hand mirror in your pocket, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, fair. Now, with this critical success, I'm going to say that the two of you have a chance to you're wandering the ship, you're chatting with people, and at first it seems like, as you're questioning the different officers on the ship, they speak with as much transparency as anyone in Starfleet. They're telling you they're treating you like visiting dignitaries. They're trained with diplomatic words and phrases. They're happy to kind of chat with you. But then you notice, as you're chatting with different people, that most of them fully do believe in the elevated edicts. They're like, we need to share our technology. We need to help everyone. You notice that a few of the people you chat with, they feel maybe even a little resentful that they're just sharing power and resources with newly introduced species. And, some new species can really aid in learning things about the economy and new technology. And it's really helpful and it's nice most of the time, but it's not as unified as you initially thought. It's clear that the captain and many of the commanding officers fully are a united front believing in the elevated edict, but not everybody. Some people, it's not as much of a hive mind or collective as you anticipated. And in fact, in some ways you're like, ugh, this is just like my crew. Some people agree with me, but there's always those naysayers that just
There's 2.
they just don't quite vibe.
It's us.
And I'll say,
Did you just, did we sneeze or something? I don't know. I feel like someone's talking about us.
Something's weird.
are your ears ringing?
ears
They're
are
burning a little
Burning.
bit. Yeah, yeah. Ugh. Double check that we do have that enzyme.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Probably nothing. Now, you're really good with people. You have a lot of training, and so you're able to suss out a lot of details about the Combined. You learned that they were only began their mission of exploration into space about 95 years ago.
Okay.
But their fleet is over 1,000 ships strong. And it's comprised of a variety of vessels, all powered by a substance called radical blue. And while very different than your warp technology, it seems to effectively allow them to warp space-time because, the speed of light's kind of our, galactic speed limit. And I'm going to not bore you guys with a lot of physics, but you have to be careful with your fictitious space travel, okay? They're able to use radical blue to warp space-time and travel towards the speed of light.
Okay, and do we am I able to find out where radical blue comes from? What radical blue is made of?
Yeah, and so radical blue, it's a breakthrough in the field of combined energy production, and it's derived from actually a rare and exotic molecular molecule that they extracted from the depths of space using an intricate subspace siphoning process. This molecule is dubbed azurbiome, and it possesses a unique quantum property that enables it to catalyze a chain reaction of subatomic particle collision, generating vast amounts of energy with minimal waste or emissions. And you kind of wish you'd brought a science officer on board.
It's okay, I've got it. I got it. It's fine.
Do you?
No, not at all.
Okay, so they siphoned it. So they didn't siphon it from like any one planet. It was just like chilling in space.
So they were able to take samples in space, and then through a very complex chemical process, they used a lot of like high performance computing to like first simulate the process and then put it in action in order to derive this. And it's allowed them to have a similar capability of your warp travel.
And it's a safe process?
It seems to be almost safer than your warp technology.
Damn.
Minimal waste, and he's very willing to share it with you. It would take some time, but together we could work on enabling you with the ability to produce this yourself or bring it back to Starfleet.
Okay, is there a way I can find out if there was ever like a space Chernobyl, a Spernobyl, if you will?
I don't know why that sounded inappropriate, but
Yeah.
Agreed.
You stumble upon one of the combined they study history, and you were not prepared for the little mini lecture you got. And just like all sentient species, there were accidents that occurred, but thankfully nothing with radical blue. Radical blue was handled with the utmost care, and because it's not a nuclear reaction, there's nothing quite akin to human history's Chernobyl.
okay.
Just like, where did the word radical come from? That's just...
I think the scientists thought it sounded cool.
They were right. Damn,
Now
they were right.
I need to take that back to my guys on
We
the
need
ship.
to name more
we
stuff
need
that
to name
sounds
more cool stuff.
Everything sounds... It's like, oh, there's plutonium and the blah, blah. We need more
It
cool
boosts
stuff.
morale. It boosts
Yeah,
morale.
I like it. Okay. So we think this is all on the level? Or-
Probably. We should probably start also thinking of some new words for dilithium crystals.
Yeah, 'cause that's a lot.
And then
Dope lithium crystals?
Dope lithium crystals.
Yo!
Oh.
Dr. Jev seems very interested in your mention of dilithium crystals. But he said, I didn't realize lithium could form a crystalline structure.
Yep.
Yep.
I guess in this universe. Okay. I would love to learn more about this. There's so much we could learn from each other. And we could both grow our community and our presence by helping each other and learn.
I think that I understand exactly what you're saying, and I think it's incredibly generous of you to want to share this with all of us and with Starfleet. My concern, though, is that we do have one sort of rather large elephant in the room. Just double checking there's no species that resemble an elephant aboard the ship by accident that I've just pulled out.
that question brings us over here.
Yeah, let's
You
go.
two, we're trying to get some insight into all these species on board. So let's make our roll, and then we'll come right back to this elephant in the room.
What is our difficulty?
So the difficulty on this one is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
This is going to be a difficulty of 2.
We get the hard job.
Because these, while there are computer systems like you're used to, they're not the same. You know your sick bay like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
But this is different. And so in order to use their technology and fully understand, this is going to be a difficulty of 2.
All right, I'm rolling science and you're rolling medicine.
Oh,
Momentum, that's fair.
We're back at 6.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
We should
Do you want
each
one
take
and I
at
want
least.
one?
I want.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
okay.
All right.
I'm rolling
With
medicine.
Yes,
You're
and I'm
rolling
rolling with the
science.
power of science.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Oh. 3 successes.
2 successes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. So you each had a difficulty of 2. So I think we get a momentum back from that. Wow. So we are back up to 5, and both of you were really successful.
Nice.
And so as you go through, you're both kind of looking at different things. We'll start by as you're looking to see if any of the people on board are missing this enzyme.
Yeah.
And something you notice as you're chatting with the different people about the medical records, you see that it's, in some ways, you're a little envious. They have meticulous records that are so much more detailed than what's on your ship.
Are they just better than us?
I don't get it.
And as you go over, and one of their doctors standing there, and they seem really excited to share their system with you. I have everything cross-referenced. We recently connected with a community that their whole focus is studying medicine. We were able to integrate their methods into our system and improve everyone's health. It's been amazing. We've been able to look at medicine as well as preventative care and the effects of nutrition on everyone on board. It's been incredible.
Is any of that modified genetics?
What do you mean?
Like, are you altering the genetic makeup of the species?
None of the species, but we are doing some genetic manipulation of the food safely with careful monitoring, and mostly not on our ship since that's not our specialty. Our ship's specialty is to encounter new worlds and new species and new communities and bring them on board. So we're equipped to be able to help new species when they come on, make sure they're comfortable, able to breathe, consume nutrients, things like that. But most of the research happens on a different combined vessel.
Interesting. And everyone's consenting to
Of course.
this?
We would absolutely never treat anyone without their consent. We happily share all technology, and we make sure that people are fully aware of every part of any procedure or bit of their medical care.
Have any species ever refused to take part in your open-armed approach?
You know, this isn't exactly my specialty.
I was just wondering.
But
We're just making
what I can
conversation.
say, all the computer scientists and all of the contact specialists, they've worked really hard on the formulaic justice algorithms, and they're all designed to assess the readiness of pre-warp species for contact with extraterrestrial life forms like us. And so when the FJA analyzes the culturals, like anthropological data, including historical records, linguistic patterns, social structures, technological advancements, and even their medical sciences,
algorithm is
they're able to they consider things like I don't know, population growth. Then they know when they should approach, and so we have a pretty much 100% success rate.
Can we have access to this algorithm?
It's really big, and it kind of takes multiple supercomputers, and we actually use this interesting thing called cloud computing, so we're able to use these supercomputers on other spacecrafts, and it's, again, not my area, but it's incredible. You can definitely see the results, and if you want to chat with people who use the formulaic justice algorithm, but
I would love to. I want to know, so who derived this algorithm? Because every algorithm must be created by someone, correct?
Well, in the most simplistic form, yes. But an algorithm like this has been built over the entire time of the combined for nearly 100 years. Everyone has worked together on it so that we're best able to input enormous amounts of data and process them ridiculously quickly and even adjust variables in situ.
Can you excuse us just for a
Yeah.
moment? I want there to be something wrong with them.
There is.
So badly.
There is. You said that you've been working, this has been going on the Combine for forever.
Well, the Combine's only been around for 100 years.
Great, so there's not one person on this ship that's venerated for being the inception of the idea of the algorithm?
On our ship?
Yeah.
There's 1,000 ships in the Combine. I mean, I'm sure that there's some computer science specialists or maybe fluid computational engineers on board that had to do with the conception of the FJA. I work in sick bay.
Well, I appreciate it. I think if we can continue to look and if we are able to talk to I would love to speak to someone who knows the algorithm very well.
We also still need answers to the questions that we were initially
Yes,
asked.
we
We
do.
got distracted a little bit.
Yes, one of my values is never leave a stone unturned, unfortunately. So unfortunately, we've fractaled into something that I'm also interested in, so I can't even solve this till this is done.
I'm usually the one to keep her in check, but I've done a
Absolutely.
bad job because I'm also interested. Okay, we need to determine if the species on board have this
Oh yes, what have you learned about the
Iotans.
Iotans? Yes.
Oh, so we sent a probe a few months ago just to do some preliminary scans to understand the Iotans. And I was part of the team that was analyzing the results. And it's tragic. So many on the surface are suffering. They're suffering from malnutrition as well as many diseases. And with just a little bit of aid, we think that we'll be able to not only help cure many of those who are sick, but even we've been researching this enzyme that many of them have. But with some enzyme therapy, we might be able to treat the allergy conditions that the people on the surface have. Well, I say people, but I mean.
How quick were you? How quick were you when you encountered the Iotans?
Wait. Can we put a pin?
Sorry.
I just.
Yeah.
What do you mean they are not people?
They are people, but it's sometimes, I think, rude to just generalize. And the universal translators, they're not always perfect. And I'm not totally sure what language you're speaking, but it's probably not mine. And so it's important to make sure that I try to be as respectful and understanding of all societies that enter into the combined.
In that way, have you taken consideration for their beliefs?
Oh, of course. That's not my specialty, but I'm sure that was put into the formulaic justice algorithm.
Do I have a way to talk to the captain quickly? Do I have a way to communicate with the captain?
I'm not sure. I just work in sick bay.
I was asking the GM.
Sorry. Yes, you got a communicator.
Yes.
It would be very public, but yes, you can definitely calm.
Why don't I have a conversation with you over here?
Yes.
Like to the side.
I'm going
away from this.
I'm going to use a communicator. I'm going to say, please ask, or Captain, if you could ask about how incognito they were when they went to the Iotans. Iotans, yes. I'm unsure if our sky curse might have been, they admitted to sending a probe down.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Yeah.
That's all.
Awesome. I'll do that. You good otherwise?
Yes.
Cool.
Everything's perfect down here. Squeaky clean.
Yes. A little uncomfortable. Well, actually, it's not super squeaky clean, actually. It's not the tightest ship. Like, you'd be surprised. There's some dissension in some of these ranks, is what I'm saying. They might need a new captain just to steer them straight, but I'm sure we can.
There are people walking by me, Captain.
What was that, sorry?
Nothing. Never mind.
Just don't, so yes, I'll get you the pizza soon. I'm trying to make it sound like it wasn't.
Yes, Captain.
Awesome.
I'm just nodding and I take my hand off the communicator.
I don't know how I know that you're nodding, but I know
Always
that
goes
you're
like
nodding.
this.
Was the captain captaining again?
Yes.
Yeah, he does do that.
Yes.
Did he mention the pizza again as a distraction? Yes. Why does he always go to pizza?
Doesn't work. Not every society has pizza, so that it doesn't land.
They don't know what pizza is.
Anyways.
So, this is a pizza.
Thank you for sharing some of your culinary thoughts with us.
Hey, one of my focuses is cooking, and everyone thinks it's funny, but I think it tastes awesome. So I'm just gonna. Okay.
I love being exposed to alien cuisine.
You'd never had pizza before?
No.
Oh, you gotta have some pizza.
Do you actually have pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, Jacques, try
Well,
it.
I have the ability to transport, so I'm assuming that I could beam back to the ship and be like, hey, can you send a pizza?
Yeah, you could. Yes, you can beam aboard a pizza. Now,
It's a part of my
Beam me up
negotiation
pizza.
tactic, okay?
I would like to know how good this pizza is. So I'm going to ask, just describe for me. You beam aboard this pizza. Is it good? Is it from the replicators? Are you like making it in your?
I think, yeah, in
your
my
quarters?
captain's quarters, I make fresh pizza.
I love it.
It's like my pasta. I have a little wood fire, like a little
Is
stone
this fresh or is it
oven.
like fridge cold pizza that you specifically enjoy that you're sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But I think it's great. I think it's great. And they've never had pizza before, so this is gonna be the best pizza that they
The bar is high.
The bar, yeah.
How are you reacting to this, Lieutenant Smith?
So I'm like taking a look around because I still like, I'm keeping an open mind, but I still feel like there's like cracks in this. I'm assuming that we did get at least some of like the download of some of the conversations that they've had. One of my biggest questions is, you know, there is the talk about like, obviously we want to know about if they saw the probe or any of that stuff. Also, I have questions about the algorithm.
Ooh, so about this time, would you say that the four of you are going to reconnect, or do you want to kind of stay separate?
Yeah.
I think it's time to join
Meet
back
up.
up. Yes.
For lunch.
I think if we can,
Pizza.
we'd probably still, like, I'd want to make sure that we have the conversation with the captain about
Cool.
trying to reconcile some of the potential differences that we have around, especially around the Prime Directive.
I love it. So the four of you kind of join back up with Jock, and you can chat a bit with him to see kind of how you're feeling.
So, Captain,
Yes.
when you set down the probe, were you spotted by any of the Iotans?
Oh,
or?
absolutely not. We
Okay.
sent the subspace probe through this sector, and it was only in orbit very minimally, and we didn't notice any sign of detection from the Iotans.
Great. And so I've got we understand there's an algorithm that kind of
yeah.
picks out everything, the justice algorithm, that this algorithm decides when a species or a planet is ready in the algorithm's eyes to be contacted.
Well, contact, it helps us, it's a little bit more sophisticated than that, but the FJA considers many factors, and it helps us to make a well-informed decision, not only for how we approach, but when we approach, and it allows for a high success ratio. It's a crucial tool in preserving the integrity of the elevated edict.
Okay, so what determines when you decide that you want to contact a species or a planet?
Well, we want to contact every species, and so typically the only timing it takes is for us to fully look at the output, for the FJA to fully synthesize all of the information that we've given it, and so we're looking at things like historical records, population, their beliefs, their religion.
Whether they have warp technology or not.
Why should that be? Why should that be the sole consideration? We want to not only learn from those that we contact, but also give and share.
And so...
Sorry, I dropped my pizza.
It's a lab pizza.
It's a really heavy pizza.
Really
super
heavy
hot.
crust.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to be that way, these pizzas?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
I guess something that I am also confused about, Captain, your definition of help, is that also determined by the algorithm? Is it something you determine? So it says now is the best time to intervene based off of, let's say, cultural data points and some scientific ecological data points, but then what actually gives you the right to say that the data that you intake or you took in would be best affected by what you're introducing? How do you know?
It sounds like you're really curious about the FJA. Well, as we continue to grow our partnership, I'm sure I can connect you with many of the researchers and the scientists that work on it. It is an entire community effort. We take in trillions of terabytes of information and data points from all of the societies that we're researching. And of course, we'll happily share and willingly share all of the information we've gathered with the culture once they're integrated into the Combine or have the technology to understand the results themselves. It's not kept for us, it's for everyone.
Do you have any, perhaps case studies or anything you can show us of previous planets that have been intaken into this collective?
Of course.
And how they are now versus how they were
yes,
before?
many of the societies are here.
All of them?
Well, not all. We've got 1,000 ships across the fleet. And do you have every member of the Federation aboard your starship?
What if
No,
we did?
I mean what I say is once they are brought into the collective, is there any
Into the combined?
Combined. Sorry, thank you.
Words are hard.
Are they the planet that's left behind? It's still populated and thriving, I assume? You could show us?
Oh, definitely. We offer to eliminate disease, poverty, natural disasters to the best of our ability. And, honestly, when people are well fed, taken care of, and have the resources they need to survive, typically lawlessness is eliminated. People really need basic resources in order to thrive, and we found that if you can address many of society's issues with hunger or resource management, lots of the other issues just kind of fall away. Although of course we're happy to provide support whenever we can in other areas if they need it, but really it's resources and help and aid that most societies need. Is our interference not a benevolent act of compassion?
I think
Captain?
that there's a lot of really amazing words that you're saying, but we need to see
Thank you.
some.
I appreciate it. Here, and they're happy to share all their records.
Captain, I fear they are starting to make sense to me.
Captain, we should leave. This is, yeah.
I
we
fear
should
that
go.
this is starting to affect me and my current belief system.
So as you go through their records, you see, sure enough, they seem to approach every society they find. They use the formulaic justice algorithm they're happily to show their records to them. They have an almost perfect success rate. You notice that they're going in and they're kind of integrating themselves into their belief system, helping the people around, and it looks for the most part like what he's saying is above board. The one thing you do notice, and it was you, because you noticed earlier, most people seem very into it. Happy to share their technology, happy to share their resources. But there are a few people that are grumbly. They're like, we just keep helping these civilizations and we don't get much in return. And so even not everybody is happy.
And the record shows that a collection of the people then go aboard these ships.
If they want to.
If they want to.
Yeah.
But generally
We have
it seems-
academies and universities where people are able to self-select the department or major that they want to study, and then if
Free
space flight
education?
and exploration is something that they're interested in pursuing, there's mentorship provided to do that. Yeah,
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Are you hiring? I like to keep my options open, Captain.
We are thrilled to share all of our technology and resources. There's, I think, a lot we could learn from the Federation, and we believe that there's a lot you could learn from us.
I think it has to be a part of a lot larger conversation about whether we form any kind of actual partnership, and I think we might need to go and perhaps investigate some of these the cases that you have shown me and very generously shared just to see it for ourselves before we made any kind of determination as to whether the Starfleet would welcome you.
Okay, so as this is happening, this is a moment where you guys have been over here for a fair amount of time. I want to give...
Why is my ship on fire?
You left the pizza in the
I left the
oven.
pizza oven on!
I do think that somebody earlier, we may have rolled 2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
Who was
So
that?
that happened.
I don't know who that was.
So there
no, yeah, that
is
was- that
a
was
little
fun.
bit of a complication. And I want to give all of you guys an opportunity to see if you can suss out what may have been happening while you were aboard.
They did beam us over relatively quickly, and we did not consider the opposite.
I'm gonna hail the ship. Hey guys. Hey, everybody still there?
Please don't be dead.
Are
Please
you
don't be dead.
using
Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
their
I'm using my
communicator?
stuff.
Oh,
My-
your stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
This is just my hailing finger.
Oh, yeah.
Ensign Merriweather here.
Hey, Ensign Merriweather. How's the ship? What's going down?
Hi, fine? Should it not be?
No, okay, everything's
Oh,
good.
is everything okay?
Is anybody, are all life forms on the ship and no extra ones and no minus ones?
Not all life forms are on the ship. It says we're down 4 crew members.
Well,
That's us. That's 100%.
that's
Oh my gosh, and we are up 4. There's like 4 people that aren't part of the crew on board.
What?
okay. All right.
The scientists?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well, did anyone card them? Are they just looking through our stuff?
No, they're the 4 from earlier.
They're the 4
6
scientists. Yeah. Ensign.
Anyone's in my...
Is there anyone who was not on the ship when we left the ship?
Oh, I mean, not on our ship. We did notice that someone beamed down to the surface, but I assumed that was probably...
From our ship or this ship that
Who
we are
gave them
currently on?
authorization
Oh, no,
to
from
use?
the outstretched arm.
Down to
Great.
the surface?
Great.
Do you need anything else?
You are
Never.
You're doing such a
Can
great
you
job.
check my teeth rubbing, please, and make sure I didn't leave it on?
I guess. Okay, it's a Merryweather out. Boop.
Can I ask a question, Captain?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
During this time, have you sent anyone down to the surface?
Of course.
Okay, pretty straightforward with
You
it.
said that
All right.
really...
Didn't even lie.
4 to beam down,
No,
please.
I
4
mean,
to
I
beam
sent
down.
my chief advisor, Liaris, to the planet. The formulaic justice algorithms, actually the ones you've been asking me about, determined now to be the optimal time. Flariaris is a seasoned veteran of initial contact. You don't need to worry. They're a specialist in exomythology.
You know, I would love to observe what initial contact looks like.
We'll have to be very cautious.
Yes.
We ascertained that we could successfully infiltrate the people by posing as emissaries of Femal, the god of lower blessings.
What?
We transported Pleriaris and a contingent of combined officers into the depths of their temple. So they could, in a sense, rise from the ground. The formulaic justice algorithms expect the Iota to be space ready in just under 5 cycles. Their planet is an abundant source of mineral resources. Should they wish it, they may add to our cause of exploration and invitation.
So just to clarify, you're going to take their resources on the basis that you lied to them?
Oh, absolutely not. They have to offer. We have to, once we make
but you
When you
told
pose
them-
as gods, you're going to get offerings.
well, that would be the hope. We expect this to be a resounding success if you do not interfere. You need to trust us.
Wait, so you guys are down there stealing all their resources?
No, absolutely not. We would
They have to
never
give it.
steal their
So
resources.
you're down there getting all the resources from them?
Absolutely not.
I
we would
knew
never
it.
take their resources.
Yes! Yes! Got it! Got him!
What are you talking
Finally!
Oh, they can go to university. Oh, we're so
Oh,
good.
God,
Oh, let's
okay.
give everybody resources.
You can go to school for free.
Oh, everybody
about?
agrees with us.
I mean, you told me that the Federation eliminated credits.
Yes, I'm just bitter about it.
Oh, fair.
So the emissary is there.
So the emissary is there. They're lying to these people, pretending to be their gods in the hope of getting offerings that will then...
Not lie. No.
Yes,
They're-
yes,
they're-
yes.
They're connecting and communicating in a way that they will understand. We're not asking for any of their resources, merely giving them the opportunity to receive technology, medical resources, food from us, and our hope would be that when they no longer have to fight to survive and live, they'll eliminate their need for sacrificial
will also
rituals,
eliminate
and
their-
we can learn from each other. We've determined that they have an interesting compound in the ground that I don't think they even fully understand. We can help them understand it.
I'm
And
gonna-
then they might wish to aid in our combined and help other worlds with the technology
So-
that they unknowingly possess.
So
All right, let
how
me
many-
communicate to you in a way that you understand. We're going to go down and find out why you guys are impersonating gods so that you can stop impersonating gods to people. And it would be really nice if you gave us the opportunity to stop you from being completely awful human or absolutely awful people. Because we actually do think
that is a
you're
bit
all people.
speciest.
And so we're going to go down to the planet, and if you would like to come with us, you can, but if not, we're going either way, because the thing that you're doing right now is actually really gross and criminal.
I must caution you not to interfere. that you need to trust us. This will be a resounding success without your interference.
Is that your prime directive?
We do not follow the Prime Directive. In fact, on that note, we've studied the Prime Directive. The Prime Directive is a made-up ideology that arrogantly positions itself as an end-all of concepts.
Isn't that just what your edict
Furthermore,
does?
the Prime Warp Directive keeps pre-warp sentient species in the dark when you could be teaching them the nature of the universe. It stunts their development, where those civilizations' distinctiveness, contributions, and insights could aid the greater galactic community in
By manipulating
unpredictable
them.
ways.
By manipulating them into believing that
By
they can only get their
engaging
information
with
and their
them.
technology from you, therefore indebting them to you.
Engaging with them at their technological level.
At no point in this entire conversation have you spoken a word to me that makes me believe that you would be willing to tell them the truth. If they were more than willing to say, I would love to help you, I will offer this to you, that is fine. They have no idea what they're walking into. And by posing as a god to them, you are immediately inserting a dynamic at which they believe that helping you helps themselves.
Helping us does help them.
You are the one who is saying that. They don't know that.
Yet, but they will.
You are.
Once they have the tools to understand, they'll have the technology and the ability to know.
Yes, they'll just raise them into it by their own control. That sounds familiar.
Okay. Can I make you an offer?
It depends
On...
what the offer.
The offer.
Of course. Here is my suggestion. We go down, we will observe carefully, because we also believe in not making any contact with this civilization.
Naively, yes.
Calm down.
Breeze, yeah, breeze.
We will observe quietly, and we will make a determination as to how we feel about this situation.
What puts you fours limited understanding above the formulaic justice algorithm
Behind an
that has been
algorithm?
worked on by almost millions of individuals who have all collectively
And what
worked
puts you
together
above
to form
Starfleet?
this? How do the four
I
of
can
you
tell you
have more
exactly
insight?
why. We don't like you.
You don't have to like me to realize I'm correct.
Can
I
go
like
ahead
you
and
even
pause
less
so
now.
we can like beam down to the planet?
So you are currently aboard the combined
off,
ship.
yeah.
So you could beam. It would be a little bit dicey to try to have your ship beam you from the combined ship to the surface.
What's around me right now? Are we like sitting? Are we like standing? Like
I have no idea. Are you sitting or standing?
Standing.
We're
Yeah.
standing.
Okay,
is
we're
it-
standing.
I think I do want to say something before we beam. I think I just want to say, what the captain is offering you is not us saying that you shouldn't do it. It's not us saying that we're judging what you do, but we all have. I know, Captain. I know.
Just look in the mirror. Look in the mirror while this. Look in the mirror.
You would feel a weight in your soul if you turned your back on this species, right? You believe that you should help them, and to leave this would make you feel terrible.
Of course.
We have a responsibility as well. And unfortunately, we will feel the same weight if we don't do our due diligence, go down and see. Maybe we will agree with you. But if we don't, the door is open.
I cannot and I will not stop you because that is not the Combined's way to imprison or hurt anyone.
And she
You are welcome to do what you feel best, but I must say, if you interfere, you are not only stifling the growth of this community that badly needs our aid, but you're also missing out on the opportunity for our cultures to learn from one another. But of course, I will not stop you.
It's okay, Starfleet already knows everything, so we're okay.
So with this, you guys you're in a bit of a tricky situation. Now recall, you, Captain, were nervous about the idea of going into orbit to beam to the surface.
Yeah.
The reason for that was because that might alert the Iotans to your presence anyway. Now the Combined were not quite as worried about that. And so they were happy to send a shuttlecraft to the surface and then beam directly into the temple. Right. You have a bit of a decision. while I give you guys a moment to think about it, I'm curious about the audience. Yeah. We've had some pretty compelling arguments from our crew of the USS Geneva, and the captain of the outstretched arm has felt like he was pretty compelling to you all. What do you guys think? Let's by a show, raise your hand if you feel like the prime directive is the best way to approach this. They might, according to the outstretched arm, be able to achieve warp flight on their own in as little as 5 cycles. And so that's 5 more cycles of sacrifice,
We'll come back in 5 cycles, guys.
famine, death. What do you all think? Prime directive or elevated edict? Let's raise your hand if you think the prime directive.
Brave.
Okay.
Love that.
Hands down. Who is siding with the elevated edict?
Yeah, let's see.
Woo!
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of a little
Okay.
bit.
I mean,
Persephone, not the
If
character.
it was real,
Yeah.
and not just like a way to steal someone's resources.
I don't know.
I don't
it's
know.
assuming that
I mean, your insight check.
I know. It's I know that they're being genuine, but it's assuming that them being pre-technology means
Yeah.
that they're base or
Genuine,
something.
but also
Yeah, that's
on a
gross.
foundation of
That's
lies.
more-
Yeah, foundation of lies is gross.
The lies really kind of hit for
But
me.
the lies
It
are
was great
really
until we found out
nice.
they were liars who
And
steal.
then they take
They're
the
not.
resources.
They don't steal.
Yeah.
You know for sure they do not steal. But will
Unfortunately,
they impersonate to get the first
apparently
contact?
do
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if
They won't.
someone-
They would not steal.
Of course they
If someone
consent
pretends
because
to
they've
be
been
my
trained
friend
to do
and then
so.
takes my stuff, and
They wouldn't
because
take your stuff.
because I gave it to you because I thought you were my friend and then you left, that would be stealing.
Yeah, it's called identity theft.
Yeah.
And it's a crime.
Okay. What are you all
Imagine
gonna
if they get down there and there's
What are you
actually a
gonna
god.
do?
Are we gonna go? We have to go.
What are you
right?
gonna do?
Yeah, we have to
have-
So
go.
we won't
a-
have an allergic reaction, by the way. Like you're all safe from the allergic reaction.
I do believe we have a duty to at least observe and
think
or
we should
possibly put a stop to it because of our prime
Is it-
directive.
Is there someone else we can call?
Is
Captain,
it, yeah, I was
I
gonna
trust
say,
you
is
entirely.
it possible
but
to contact like Starfleet in any way to see if they have had any like
Oh,
encounters with these?
so you are not alone. You are
leave
traveling
the
with
other
the
captain
USS
out.
Jasper,
Yeah, we don't need
Captain
to-
Jody
it's
Campbell.
fine.
and
I think-
so you are
I think-
welcome to reach out to her.
It's all
I
good.
think-
We got it.
Now, the scientists did caution you from using really deep space, subspace communication because while the Iotans don't have an enormous amount of technology, those types of readings might be able to be read from the surface. And so they told you to be a little bit cautious because radios are something that they do have. And so if you're using, it's possible. You don't know for sure, but it's possible they could pick it up.
Captain, we will
That might be
follow-
a complication. say.
Captain,
Captain, my captain.
Captain.
We will go with what your decision is, but you may want to consult with the other captain.
Okay, fine.
It's like getting a child to eat their vegetables.
It is.
What's one of those?
Something you can put on pizza.
Really? Mm-hmm. Don't think that's true, but okay.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes are a fruit.
I'll hail
Yeah,
the other
you're
captain.
right.
Are you all still on the outstretched arm?
Oh, can we get beamed back onto our ship, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. The transporter chief O'Brien easily beams you back aboard your ship. He's everywhere, okay?
Yeah.
I feel like I know that.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, seems very familiar.
We're going, but first you have to make a call.
Well, yeah, I just want to check in with the other captain to make sure because I didn't read every protocol, okay? So, or
Oh,
any
we
of them.
How many did you get through?
There, 4.
4 protocols.
Four.
That's one more than last time.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a quick reader. Okay, hey, I will hail the other captain.
Captain Campbell here. How's everything going?
It's good. Got it definitely under control, and I don't really need any advice, but I would just.
Oh no, do you need me to beam aboard?
Yeah, no.
Our transporters are still down, so you'll need to beam me aboard.
Oh, wait, we need to get you? Okay, we'll get on that straight away. Don't you dare.
We have to. Captain, we have to. Captain, please. Please.
Okay, but she makes me punch myself in my own face.
But if it's not your
That
choice,
is your most
it's
valuable
not your
asset.
problem. 100%. It can be split if we make the wrong decision.
Then it's not all on me. But then if we do make the right decision, it's also not all on
I
me.
will also point out
Well-
that technically, she does outrank you.
Not in this situation. I read, though, that it's bylaws. You got to look at the bylaws, okay?
I'm aware, but now that we have a new sort of situation happening, she does outrank you. So you could spread the blame a little bit more towards her.
So she does outrank you, and this is a really interesting technicality. If you were to get her more involved, right now, you're using Regulation 191, Article 14 to be in charge of this mission.
Yes, of course.
Contacting Captain Campbell, she might try to take over.
Unacceptable. Let's go down to the planet.
We tried.
We did.
Let's go.
Okay, so
It was so quick.
We're all gonna die, and it's
We
entirely my
almost got him
fault.
to do it this
Sorry.
time.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
So
So,
you all go to the surface. Before we go down, I'm gonna say, you spent a lot of time talking to the scientists earlier, and you learned a little bit about the biology of the Iotans and how they're about zebra size, they're centaurs, and you also learned a little bit, it would maybe not be great, you would reveal yourselves if you just beamed down as yourselves, but I'm gonna give you two specifically,
Yes.
because you were the ones talking with the scientist, an opportunity to make a roll, to see if you could determine a way to disguise yourselves so that you wouldn't be immediately detected as aliens by the Iotans. If you'd like to. If you want to just go down, phaser set to stuff.
We are going to have to make centaur sonas, and I wasn't prepared for this.
Tumblr, eat your heart out. Okay.
Hey.
Would that
so we
be-
do want to disguise.
Would that be daring
I want to
security?
see what we can do.
It is. It
Yeah.
would be daring and security. I love that. This is going to be a difficulty of 2.
Nay.
You're moving fast.
That's
This
a
is tricky,
13
and
for
none
me.
of you are centaurs.
help you.
Unless you were secretly a centaur, you didn't tell me in your character. No centaurs? Okay. It's a difficulty of 2. Choose which one of you wants to make the roll.
I will
The
make
other can assist. And Captain,
Yes.
since you are there and you have a commanding presence, I will let you assist as well. And might I remind you, y'all are the main characters. You do all still have your determination dice.
You know what? I think I will add my determination because I'm determined not to screw this up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very
So for
nice.
those of you in the audience, there's a few different ways to use a determination dice. One of them is to automatically make one of your D20s a critical success. And so if you were to do this, Lieutenant Claudia, you would just automatically succeed.
I would love to automatically succeed.
All right, we are going to automatically to succeed this task. No need to even roll. This is something that you recall as everybody is frantically getting ready to take the shuttlecraft down to orbit, beam to the surface. You remember to yourself that when the scientist was discussing the religion to you, you remember that there were 2 gods, Feimal, god of lower blessings,
Oh.
Hushmal, god of heavenly molitions, but you also remember that they have religious leaders called Dejans. They rule the people, and the Dejans are dressed in full-length robes, ceremonial green gloves on their 2 hands, and it hides all of their distinguishing features. And there are 4 of you.
So I have a question. I'm glad
am I?
you're the butt. You're the butt. You're the butt. Get behind me.
I am a lieutenant commander.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm so glad you know your true place.
This is terrible.
This is awesome. I can still eat pizza down here.
And with that, the 4 of you are beamed to the surface. You're disguised as Dejan, observing close to the rest of the Iotans.
Would it be possible to make a presence roll in order to really lean into the by observing maybe any of these other religious
Dejans, yeah.
Dejans,
Immersion.
to try and mimic what they're doing.
I love this idea. To me, this sounds like a presence security
Love
or
that.
security.
Can I add a thing?
Yeah, you are also a
One
commanding
dice or 2
officer.
dice?
So you'll roll 2, and if you succeed, you'll add 1 to.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're right, because this is a difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
do it.
So yeah, I'll spend 1 to get an extra die, and then. Did you succeed?
What's my difficulty?
So you're gonna add your 2 traits together.
Which
I
is
think. Remind me. I think we were doing a security.
Security presence.
Presence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Presence security roll.
Let's go. Tight. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Let's go.
Wait, what was my number, guys? I erased it and I was
5.
distracted. Okay, so we went down to 4.
Yeah.
Thank you. I need you, audience. Math is harder when people are looking.
Math is hard, period.
And I'm 2 successes as well.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So your 2 successes add 1 to this roll. You get 2 momentum back, and you critically succeeded. This is what's really interesting. You all didn't know this about your captain, but you can't succeed on vibes alone unless you're really good at observing people and all those around you. And you're really good at observing.
And I'm
those
really good
around
at
you.
disarming people by making myself seem stupid.
It's a talent. And so with that, you 4 are perfectly disguised. No,
Nay.
none of the Iotans around you have a clue that you are not one of them. And so as you approach this kind of dusty lakeside village, flanked by other prayerful Dajan that just sort of welcome you in, thinking you're one of them, it kind of haunts you a little that are you not infiltrating in the same way as the...
We're not going to steal their resources.
We're not
okay?
going to pretend to be gods.
Is anyone else's voice in their brain getting a little loud right now?
Yes.
Trying to make me feel bad?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad it's not just me.
Zana is shaking. Like, philosophy majors, like, we're doing so many morally and ethically bad things right now, and I just...
We do not
The
tell
back
you
of the
about
butt,
this.
like, the butt of the horse is just like...
If anyone finds out about this,
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm trying.
Calm down. Calm down.
stop it, you're
How do I go to sleep
Stop
tonight?
twerking.
Okay. I can't help it.
The jiggles.
There is a black stone temple shaped like a triangular prism before you. It stands 15 meters tall, decorated with burlap flags of the same material as the Dajan robes you're using as a disguise. There's a set of steps along the sloped western side made of dry red clay, and they ascend 7 meters up to the center of the structure, ending at an opening 4 meters wide and 3 meters tall. Just as you stop here at the bottoms of the steps with the rest of the Dajan, you timed this perfectly, and 2 Dajan emerge from inside the temple. They stand to the left and to the right of a brown-skinned humanoid, a species you have never seen before. Their uniform indicates that they are not from this world. They are, in fact, a member of the Combine. What would you like to do?
how is this scene currently playing out? Are they deferential to this humanoid? Are people acting deferentially? Are they confused, angry? Is it tense?
So you look around, and the villagers are in awe.
It's working.
Some exhibit fear, shock, excitement. There's a few young ones that look like they might burst into tears. This is unexpected. They never imagined something like this would happen. Though the Dajan are not as restless, but you can't really tell because, of course, their expressions are hidden beneath their robes.
Would it be possible to start a whisper campaign among the Dajans
Yeah.
that these
I'll help with
dudes
that.
are suspicious?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be possible. Here's what I'm going to say. You have a few different paths in front of you. I'm going to present kind of a few different options that you might take, and then you as a crew need to decide, how will you handle this? You could try to persuade him to stop. Try to persuade Flaria Iris, you are dressed as Dajan, to stop this, to wait. Maybe the formulaic justice algorithms are incorrect. Maybe more negotiation, more more discussion is needed. You could start a whisper campaign. You could try to turn the crowd against them. You do have a shuttlecraft in orbit and a starship up above.
Oh no.
You could try something I haven't thought of. And in which case, yay, go for it.
I know what
That's
you're
for your
thinking,
bully.
and that's evil. I don't want to.
What would you guys like to do? Take a moment to think about it.
There's a world where we could do like order them to do like a little shuttle flyby, and we could point to the sky and be like, "These are actually from the sky."
Yeah.
I don't
Is
feel
that
awesome about it.
not worse?
That's
Shaking. That's worse.
I just want to be like, I just want to say that, like, if we could start the whisper campaign, then we can tell them, hey, that's a fake. That person is faking. They are not actually
Or
gods.
even
and
like
they are-
there was a prophecy that the cosmology would switch and that the ground, someone from the sky,
That feels like we're
would
tampering with their
actually-
entire religion structure.
What?
I just want to tell them that they're big,
Am I
stupid
becoming
frauds
like
with their
them?
big, stupid fraud plans.
I will say that if we do the whisper campaign and successfully turn this will prove that their little algorithm isn't actually as effective as it should be.
Ooh, let's do it then. Let's do
as
the one that proves that their
They
algorithm
never
sucks.
know you were involved.
As long as they never know that we're involved.
As long as they never know we're involved. Okay, but can we? I'll
Okay,
use-
so have you decided you're not going to confront him? You're going to try to work the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What is
What
that?
are you gonna
what is that
do?
role? I would love to help you with this.
let's see, which ones? Because I've got reason, I've got insight, and then in departments, I've got I got con, I've got command.
So if this is communication,
Yeah.
this is gonna, you're posing as one of their religious leaders. In this moment,
Well, when you say it like that,
if you're
Sounds so
trying
bad.
to persuade the crowd, this would have to be a presence roll.
yeah.
Okay.
And you would need to sell me on what department is aiding you with this.
I feel like it would have to be command.
Command.
I feel like it's command.
Okay.
Yeah.
Command probably security.
A command of language.
Yeah, I think if this fails, I might try and negotiate with the individual.
Okay.
If this doesn't work. But.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that and roll it and do it and use a momentum.
I'm gonna be honest.
Counteract lies with more lies.
This is tricky.
Yeah.
There's somebody on their temple that looks like they descended from the ground straight from Feymal. This is going to be a difficulty of 3. You are welcome to get assistance from your crew, and you do have momentum.
Should we do 2?
You do have a determination
determination.
dice.
Yeah. You could just
We're
add
filled
success
with it.
in there.
Definitely a
So I'm
determination.
gonna add a success in there.
Yes.
Determination.
Okay, so you're going to use your determination dice to make one of your rolls a critical success.
And then roll 2 other ones.
That is one of yours.
One
So
of
then
mine.
you would only be able to roll 1 additional dice unless you choose to use momentum.
I would like to use momentum.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
How much momentum are we spending?
I mean,
3?
we do, yeah, 3.
Three,
We can't
three,
go with this.
Let's go.
three, yeah.
Okay,
When on
using
Iota, I guess?
3 momentum, you will be rolling 4 dice. Please tell
big
us,
for something
what
like
is your presence command target number?
My presence command target number is 14.
Okay.
So we need 1 of these 4 dice to be under a 14.
2?
able
We
to-
did 2? Or we...
She already used her determination dice
Yeah.
for a critical
Oh, for crit. Oh,
Yeah.
But this is a 3 difficulty task because you are posing as a religious leader trying to sow doubt
It's okay.
about
You
the
can-
presence.
You can stop mentioning the plan. It's
Oh, okay.
It is
None of
getting
us feel good about it.
real solid on our plan.
Yeah.
None of
We're
us
not
feel
feeling
good about
guilty
it.
at all for
Okay,
lying.
got it. Never mind. My bad.
You got this. Yep.
Hot dice.
You got it?
Okay, here is a 4. Here is a 2. And then we won't worry about the other
Yeah, we
two.
don't even remember.
Oh.
That
Okay, yeah,
gives
yeah,
us 1 momentum back, bringing us to 4. And at first, you get the sense that everyone you whisper to doesn't want to believe it. They want so much to believe that this is a sign and that this person can help them stop feeling hungry, help them help their loved ones stop feeling sick. Help them reach the stars. Meet others that are not like them, but, you know.
I'm feeling real bad about this now.
I feel gross.
It starts to take root, and you hear throughout the crowd that people are questioning. People are wondering, saying, why now? Why not during the drought last month? Why are they coming now? They're starting to question and wonder. And in this moment, you look up at the chief advisor, Plarius, and he's looking a little bit worried. Usually, the formulaic justice algorithm hasn't been wrong. They've been ready to receive contact, but he's looking a little concerned. That was one success for you guys, dissuading the crowd. In order to fully complete this, we're going to need 3 total successes. What else would you like to do?
I have 3 ideas, and even I know they're all stupid.
Okay. Okay, well, we don't have many options. Hit us.
Well, that was kind of, no. Right, okay, how I think I potentially could talk to this individual and try to confirm that the algorithm does not appear to be working in the way that it should, or that perhaps if they have any doubts, that maybe they shouldn't pursue this plan as it has huge ramifications for this civilization.
In front of everyone, I fear that if we say that we are involved with, presenting the algorithm out loud, they can claim that we were the reason that the algorithm didn't work, and therefore they would continue doing what they're doing because someone messed with the results.
We would have to make him question his own values without revealing that we are the ones they spoke to before.
Ooh, okay, so here's what I'm hearing. Sounds to me like we have a 2-part plan. First, you're going to try to sneak up to separate him from the crowd.
Yeah.
And then you're going to try to persuade him that you can see from the crowd that they're not ready, they don't believe this, something with your algorithm is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our 2 final challenges of the game. Are you guys ready? Okay.
As we'll ever
Let's
be.
see if our crew of the USS Geneva can pull this off. First check. You are going to sneak up to try to separate him. This is definitely a security. Yep. Why don't you tell me how are you bringing him away? Is this a command trying to be like, as the religious leaders, we're taking this person to the side? Is this going to be a presence?
I feel like this is either control or daring.
Daring? I love
security.
daring. I think daring sounds perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be a daring security check. One of you can take the lead. We can have 1 assist. You can also use your determination die and your momentum.
Captain,
who's going to take this role?
You feel very daring.
I actually have awesome daring, so yeah. Okay.
Okay, Captain Vance Bancroft, you are taking the lead on this role. Who would like to assist? It was your idea. Would you like to?
Sure.
So, as a veteran, I'm going to spend my determination, but if I roll equal to or less than my rating, then I'm going to get my determination back.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay, Captain. Are any of you spending momentum on this role?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just split it.
Yeah. I think,
let's split
the
it,
rest
yeah.
of it? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
each of you are taking 2 additional D20s.
We have one more roll.
Do you want
after
to save?
this.
Because we have one more roll.
We have one more roll, and we
do
could
have one
possibly
more roll.
get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We need to save at least 1.
Well,
How many do we have?
You have 4?
Okay,
right now.
let's take at least 2.
Let's take 1 each.
Yeah.
And then we can put everything into the final roll.
Perfect.
Okay.
And you still have your determination. So
Yeah,
you
and I'm
know
just
who it
okay.
is, yeah.
Let's make our roll.
What was my the difficulty? How many successes am I looking for?
Okay, for all 3 of these checks, it will be.
It will be 3. Okay.
Okay, we got this.
You first.
You will aid if you succeed. You'll aid a
Oh,
success.
so do you want
to
to
this.
do you want to go? Because then. Yeah.
But if you fail, you don't take away
No pressure.
because you're assistant.
Okay, it's daring
Those are the
and
official
security. Okay, that is a 13 for me for my score. I succeed twice.
Yes.
Okay. You get to add 1
die.
success. Wait, and did you use your determination die?
Yes.
For a critical success?
Yes.
You've already succeeded. You're now just rolling for momentum.
Hell yeah! Let's go. Oh, fun! that's a complication. But 3 successes. And I get my determination back.
Yeah, nice.
You get your determination back. We will add back up to 5 momentum, but we have a complication.
Don't love that.
Don't love that.
Okay.
My butthole is puckered.
You go up. You go up,
back
and
here.
you say,
back here.
"We need to speak to you immediately." You do this, and he listens. The 2 Dejan next to him step aside, and he returns back with you into the temple. There was a complication, though. You forgot that you are speaking in common. And you did sort of alert the 2 Dejan that were guarding him previously that there's something going on. You have sped up the timeline for this final roll, adding 1 additional difficulty.
Cool. Glad we have 5
This
momentum.
is now
Yes. Yeah.
a 4 difficulty check.
Okay.
You've brought him back into the temple, and he heard you speak too, and immediately starts to try to persuade you. It's cruel to withhold help when in a position to provide it. Whether it means curing disease, ending famine, stopping natural disasters, liberating people from superstition and ethnic fighting, how could you try to stop me?
Oh, you're assuming. You're
No,
assuming
we know.
so
Look,
much.
the reason that we're trying to stop you is because you are not. This is not fully informed consent, and people deserve the right, or species deserve the right to have fully informed consent and know exactly what deals it is they are signing themselves up for. And impersonating their gods and telling them that God told them to do it is ethically messed up.
I'm gonna need you to make our final
Why
roll.
would I do that?
Do it. Do it.
You got it.
One other person at the table can assist.
I think it's gotta be me.
Yeah, it's gotta be you.
Assist. I believe, Captain, you have an ability.
Yes, I was going to say, can I use my commanding officer ability, which allows me to spend determination to give it to another character that I can communicate with.
Amazing.
So I can give you a determination.
Also,
Yes,
do you still have your determination?
can.
I also have a determination point still.
Oh my God.
2 so far.
With
So
the
what?
2 of you each spending a determination dice, you can just say, as the main characters, you each get a critical success of 2 successes. And with that, we have our 4 successes. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
And with that, he hesitates. You can tell that the elevated edict means everything to him. He's dedicated his life to going to help other cultures and provide resources and help them grow. And he's sad, but in this moment, thinks that maybe with Starfleet, the Combined can work with you guys to understand and find maybe a better way to help the Iotans together. And with that, the 4 of you prepare to beam back aboard your ship.
Yeah.
And we conclude this adventure. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you all to our
Yes, thank
cast.
you.
Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Can we get a picture with all of you guys? Are you okay?
Yes.
Does somebody have a phone that's a little better than mine? Can we take a picture?
Yeah, let's do it.
And that's it. Thank you so much for coming. We love you all so much.
Yeah, go for it. There you go.
Okay, how are we?
Okay, ready?